Here is a question that comes up at some point in a mechanical design project. How much more does it cost to manufacture a part to a tight tolerance versus a looser one? Today we are going to put a specific version of this question to a few different AI tools. Then we answer the same question using the classic technical handbook chart. Before we get into the experiment, it is worth grounding ourselves in when this question actually matters in the design process. Tolerancing is not something you think about in the early stages. When you are at the whiteboard sketching concept or building your first CAD geometry, you are working at what's called the conceptual design phase. The focus here is on feasibility. Does the physics work? Does the geometry make sense? Are you solving the right problem? Dimensions are nominal in this phase, and precision is beside the point. You then move into the development phase of your design process. The promising concepts get refined, layouts come together, sizing gets determined, the product starts to take real shape. But you are still working at an approximate level. Minute precision isn't the priority yet. Then tolerancing actually enters the picture in the detailed design phase, the final phase before your drawings go to a manufacturer. At this point, your CAD file becomes a legal document. It tells the shop floor exactly what dimensional variation is acceptable, and that decision carries weight. The effect of tolerances on manufacturing cost is arguably one of the most consequential specification choices you will make. Specify too tight and you can make a part completely impractical to produce at a reasonable cost. Now, in large manufacturer companies, you would probably going to answer these sort of questions through the should cost tool. Should cost analysis is a methodology that instead of waiting for a supplier to hand you a quote, you independently calculate what a part should cost from the raw material through to finished part. Machining time, labor, manufacturing location, everything gets factored in. The two names you will hear most often in this space are aPriori and Costimator. These are enterprise tools, the kind used by aerospace companies, automotive OEMs, and large industrial manufacturers. Pricing is negotiated usually, not published, but you are typically looking at tens of thousands to well over $100,000 per year. How they work in brief is that you upload your 3D CAD model, specify the material, select the manufacturing location like say Germany or Mexico, and the software simulates the manufacturing process, factoring in machine rates, cycle times, labor costs, overhead, and yes, tolerances. These are serious tools for serious scale, but if you are at a startup or you are a design engineer without a dedicated cost team behind you, you are not pulling out a six-figure software subscription to check out how much the production cost of a part is impacted by tolerance. You need a faster, lighter method, which is exactly what we are looking at today. So here is the fun little experiment for today. I gave 3 AI tools the same question. Cold, no context, no prompt engineering, no setup. Just this. How many times more expensive is it to grind a steel part to a tolerance of plus minus 0.012 millimeters versus turning it to a tolerance of plus minus 0.06 millimeters? This is how you would ask an experienced engineer the same question, right? So here is what came back. So let's start with ChatGPT. This is ChatGPT, the basic mode, no premium, and with thinking mode enabled, and it returned 5 to 8 times more expensive. So a cost increase of 5 to 8 times. Okay, then let's go check with Gemini, also basic account, no premium, and with thinking mode enabled, and yes, it returns 3 to 5 times more expensive. And finally, let's try with Grok here in expert mode. Again, basic account, no premium. It returns 3 to 10 times more expensive. Okay, so all three AI tools give a range here. None of them give actually a single number, which is fair. And also note that each tool references to some form of published manufacturing guidance as the basis for their answer. Now let's do it the classic technical handbook way, right? Without expensive should costing software and without an AI. Just a reference chart and some basic reasoning. The go-to source here is the Ullman's cost versus tolerance chart. The central finding from the chart is straightforward. The relationship between tightening the tolerances and increasing costs is almost exponential, not linear. And there is an inflection point, an elbow here in the curve, past which costs start to climb very steeply for relatively small gains in precision. And one important note before reading the chart, the chart doesn't give you absolute dollar figures. It gives you a relative cost index expressed as a percentage of a defined baseline, because absolute costs vary with material, labor costs, labor market, overhead, and plant-to-plant differences. The percentage-based approach holds up more consistently across those variables. Now here is some key numbers from the chart. Turning to 0.025 mm is actually the standard finishing, and it is the baseline indexed as 100%, okay, in the chart. And looking for tolerance 0.06, which falls into the semi-finish turning range, comes in at roughly 60% of that baseline. So it's a looser tolerance and it is cheaper by 60% compared to the baseline. And then looking at the value for grinding, which is 0.012 mm, and this falls into the precision finishing, and it comes in at roughly 260% of that baseline. So the cost ratio between our two processes is 260% divided by 60%, which gives approximately 4.3 times. So tightening your tolerances from 0.06 to 0.012 mm is roughly about 4 times more expensive, 4.3 times more expensive. Why is that, you might ask? If you look at these two manufacturing processes, you will find that grinding is a slower process than turning, and it requires more specialized equipment, longer setup times, more rigorous inspection, and you will typically see higher rejection rates at tight tolerance parts. So to summarize, how did the AI tools do? Honestly, not badly. All three landed in a reasonable range. Gemini gives 3 to 5 times, which is the closest to the technical handbook results of 4.3 times. Then ChatGPT's 5 to 8 times is the most conservative answer. It's not totally wrong, but it would push you toward avoiding the tighter tolerance more aggressively than your handbook answer, right? Grok's 3 to 10 times estimate gives the widest range. It covers the right answer, but a range that's broad doesn't give you much to work with for decision making, I would say. Also note that all three tools reference some commercial manufacturing guidelines as their source of reference. That's not necessarily a problem, but it does mean the outputs are harder to trace and validate. For a quick gut check, it might be useful, but for a design decision you are going to defend, you would want to know where the number came from, okay? So that was the experiment, a straightforward engineering question, 3 AI answers, and the old school handbook method. And that's it for this episode. See you next time.